Previously on Halo. This week on Halo. Next week on Halo. What you gonna do now, son? Ah, son of a... What's up, fellow collectors? Today I'm talking about the Halo Reach Series 6 Elite Zealot figure. He looks really beefy in the packaging, you know, like he's about to just bust out of this thing and start slaying Spartans left and right. On the side here you get a picture of what he looks like in the game. You know, he looks all menacing and evil and zealoty or whatever. He's got a concussion rifle there, 26 moving parts, which is good. It's a lot of articulation. On the back here, you get to see all of the figures that come out in the series. You got an unhelmeted version of Cat and Jun. You got the Saber Pilot. You got the Brute, and you got a couple exclusives here. Actually, 3 exclusives. So, yeah, it's kind of a smaller series, but you know it's packed with a bunch of good stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and open this guy up and review it. Alright, I got this guy opened up, and I gotta say right out of the package I didn't have any problems with the joints, so hooray for that. You know, this is actually a really cool Elite, and I really am fond of the Zealot type class of Elites. You know, I think that they're really cool. They always freaking scare the bejesus out of you when you're trying to fight them in the game. Especially, you know, bringing me back to the old Halo Combat Evolved days. You know, the Zealots, they always had a sword, and they're always super strong with their shields. You know, it took a lot of shots to take them down. You know, it was always a pain trying to fight these guys in the campaign. And now we have the figure version of him finally, and I think that's really cool. Talk about with what he comes with. He comes with a concussion rifle, which I think is actually a really good weapon for the Elites to hold. You know, they pretty much hold the concussion rifles, the plasma rifles, and the needlers like perfectly, flawlessly. You know, those are great for the Elites to be able to hold, and the detail on this gun is actually really remarkable. It's very shiny, it's very clean, and all the little details here and there are really nice, and I really appreciate that. You got a peg hole here, so you could actually put a weapons peg in there. So you can go ahead and actually plug this weapon on the side of his legs here, and he actually doesn't have a back peg, which is kind of weird because most, if not all, of the Elites have a back peg hole to put extra weapons in storage, but this guy does not. So that's a little bit strange. He also comes with a plasma grenade. You know, the detail on that's pretty good. It's sculpted a little bit to make it more plasma grenade-like, and again, there is a peg hole here, and there's a couple little spots on his butt to where you could put his plasma grenade. Bam, right on his butt. Because that's where you keep your grenades. You know, just in case you need a grenade, just reach around, pull one off your butt. He also has a removable helmet, which I think is really nice. Get it off here, and you get to see all the detail on the Elite's face. You know, they're kind of bland. I wish they would have put some pupils in the eyes maybe to give them a little bit more life. You know, I know for the Halo Reach Elites that they really wanted to make them more alien-like. And, you know, in Halo 3, you're actually able to relate to the Elites a lot more because they're more of your ally in Halo 3 and then later on in Halo 2. The helmet looks really nice, though. I like the sculpt on that. It kind of reminds me a little bit of the Predator, almost. It's kind of got that Predator vibe a little bit. But the sculpt on it's really nice, and I really enjoy all these little inlays here and all the little details. I think that's really good. And the silver parts for the mandible armor, so, you know, he doesn't get shot in the lips. Be walking around like Shipmaster from Halo 3, you know, with a half set of jaws. Now, the paint all over this figure is actually really dull. I wish they would have maybe used a gloss to kind of shine it up a little bit. You know, he does look a little battle-worn, and I guess that's good because it's a Zealot. He's going to be, you know, thrown in a lot of combat situations as a Zealot type class of an Elite. I do like his armor a lot. The shoulder pads look really good. I like the chest armor bits a lot and all the armor around his legs and on his gauntlets too. I think that looks really nice. I think McFarlane did a really good job sculpting this figure. The only issue I have is again with the rounded feet, and it's pretty much, you gotta mess around with them a little bit in order to be able to stand, but once you can get them balanced, you can get them to stand up. It just takes a couple of tries. Now as far as articulation goes, you got 360 at the shoulder here, you got a ball hinge at the elbow, ball hinge at the wrist, you got a little bit of a hinged finger thing going on here. His head articulation is kind of limited by his helmet and the armor around his neck, but you know, you can get him to look many different ways. He's got a little bit of waist articulation. He's got some articulation at his upper thigh here. You got a ball hinge knee, and then you got some nice ankle pivot action going on down here. Now overall, this is a really cool Elite figure. I'm definitely glad to have it part of my collection now, and I pretty much have, you know, the Zealots all the way down to the Elite Miners. The only thing I'm missing right now is actually the Spec Ops Elite, and those are actually pretty rare to get now, but I'm keeping my eyes peeled on eBay and all those secondary markets for it. If you're a fan of the Elites, definitely pick this guy up. If you're kind of more of a casual collector, you might want to pick up, you know, whatever your favorite type of Elite is. Some people like the Zealots, some people like the Spec Ops, some people like the Elite Rangers, the Generals. There's all kinds of different types of Elites within the Halo Reach line. I would just recommend picking up one if you're kind of a casual collector and just a Spartan or something like that. But if you're a hardcore Halo fan like me and you love the Elites, you know, you got to get all the different types of Elites like me. Check out my channel, guys. I got a ton of reviews on there. I do a ton of animations and funny little videos as well, and all kinds of other crazy stuff. So check out my channel. Make sure you subscribe because I come out with new videos every week. And I will see you guys all in the next video, and thank you all for watching.